So I know that I've talked about teaching textbooks several times on this channel, and we love it. We've been using it for, I want to say, about 4 years now. And as a math person, it's definitely just one of those math programs that I stand by and I just love. Recently, they sent me a did you know list, and I was shocked by the amount of things that I didn't know. And I was like, wow, I've got to share this with you guys. So in today's video, I'm going to share 10 did you know things that I found out about teaching textbooks that I didn't even know. Hey girlie, my name is Wendy and I am a homeschooling stay-at-home mom of 4 little ones, and on this channel I talk about homeschooling and biblical womanhood. So up until this year, I was actually holding off on letting my second grader, third grader this year, start teaching textbooks because I'm like, she can read, but she's not as strong of a reader. And so I thought, she probably wouldn't be able to keep up. Come to find out, teaching textbooks, you can have a struggling reader and it not be a big deal at all because they read everything to your child.
Lesson 34, Addition Puzzles. Take a look at this problem. This is basically asking us what number has to be added to 4.
Which I think is just absolutely just paramount and amazing. And so your child doesn't necessarily have to be fully independent to enjoy the independence of teaching textbooks, which is amazing. So she's excited to get started this year. So now this next one I knew, but I thought it was a good one just in case you didn't know. And for me, when it comes to technology and all those types of things, I like for it to be as interactive as possible and less just sitting down watching what's going on.
Why don't you see if you can find the missing number on this one? Awesome.
I feel as if when the child gets more involved, they're able to keep up, they're able to retain a lot more, and it's a lot more kinesthetic and hands-on for them. So teaching textbooks, interactive. It's an interactive program. They're answering questions all throughout. They're engaging while they're being taught the lesson. They're the ones that are putting in the numbers and doing all the things. And I just love the fact that it's so interactive because I feel like kids learn better that way. Now let's talk about the ACT and SAT prep that they have in teaching textbooks. Did you know? Because I sure didn't know. My kids aren't quite at ACT, SAT prep level yet. But teaching textbooks has built-in ACT and SAT question style, the same way that they structured their questions. They have them built into their geometry program and their upper level programs, which is such an added bonus because especially if you have those college bound children that they've been continuously getting this ACT and SAT prep throughout their education while they're learning their math. I think that is just such a plus and such of a wow, that's a good idea. Now offline, the ability to go offline. Now this came in so handy when we were moving and we were busy driving, and it was oh my goodness, even though we're on a 24-hour drive, our kids can still do the math that they love, that they think is a video game. They can still do it during this trip. I was able to download their lessons onto the computer and they were able to then do it, which is so convenient. Do you hear my little one in the back? Let me go inside where it's a little quieter. So now this year we've got a lot of physical therapy and speech therapy and different types of therapies that we're going to be utilizing. And so for them to be able to download their math and be able to get it to do it on the go is going to be so helpful to us. Now buddies. Buddies are these cool little customizable characters that they get to create and make their own and do all the things. Buddies are awesome. But you know what the best part that I found about buddies is the ability to turn buddies right off. Just completely disable buddies. You know why? Because when you got them kids that are easily distracted by all the customizable features of buddies, you could just turn it off. Who knew? So Did you know that the grade book is forever? Like forever. Like, I think that that is just so amazing. Regardless of whether or not you have an active account with teaching textbooks or not, the gradebook, you will forever have access. As long as you remember your email address and your password, you will forever have access to the gradebook. I have a friend of mine who, just because of life circumstances, she just had a baby, she just moved, like all the things last year. She's actually 2 years behind in her record keeping. And with teaching textbooks, she would just be able to access last year and the year before's grades and be able to print it out and have her records, and that's it. Like, that is so convenient to me, and so just extra above and beyond, especially if you don't have an active account with them, right? They could just be like, look, you ain't printed when you had it and you don't have it no more. You out of luck. But it's not like that. That is pretty cool. So the kids were just painting outside, so ignore the construction paper that's all over the floor. But number 7 is you can delete an entire lesson. Now, let me tell you why this is so vital. Now, whether you have a child who, we're all sinful, we've all, we're all human, and they may have gotten an access to a calculator, and they started using said calculator to do their schoolwork rather than using the other tools that they have available to them. And you find out that your child cheated. Now, grace, you are able to delete the entire lesson and have them redo the lesson. Or maybe this was just a really bad lesson for them, and after they relearn the information, you want to give them a second chance, you're able to do that. I think that that is so, that gives you, even though this is such an independent program, that gives you a lot of autonomy as the teacher to make those decisions yourself. So I think that that's pretty amazing. So in addition to deleting an entire lesson, you can also just delete one question and have them be able to redo that. So like, let's say they accidentally hit the wrong answer and they want another shot or whatever, they can come to you and be like, Mom, I hit the wrong answer, but I know the answer, and you're able to delete that one and have them redo it. So just the ability to customize it like that is good. Another cool feature is that they offer a large family discount. Now, how generous is that? That is amazing. Like, I mean, especially with gas prices going up and everything, inflation, just everything just being so much more expensive, to be able to get a discount like that is so generous in my opinion, because I don't feel like that's something that necessarily they have to do. So the fact that they do that, that's pretty awesome. So if you have more than 4 kids, you're able to get that discount, and I think it's for up to 8 children. There's a couple of other rules and things around it, so definitely check that out if you're interested. The more information can be found on it on their website. So principals, you get a principal, you get a principal, you get a principal. Now, they've got so many principles, like multiplication tables, fraction tables, division tables, all the things. I'm a fan of utilizing resources when learning these new concepts, especially when it comes to the facts and those types of things. And they've got so many free principles available with their program. Did you know? So lastly, let's talk about the free trial. Now, their free trial is not like free trials that you've heard of before. Now, you know those free trials where it's like not even like, you like, what did I get from that? I didn't learn anything about what you're offering. It's not like that at all. Their free trial is actually the program. You get the program, you get 15 lessons of the program, and, which is something that I love, is you do not have to put in your credit card information. Do you know those free trials where like you have to put in your whole credit card information? They're like, oh, after 7 days or after 15 days, it's going to start. And then you have to remember to deactivate it so they don't charge you and all the things. No, It's not like that at all. No credit card information, no payment, the full program. It's like what you will actually get if you actually have the program, the first 15 lessons. And on top of it, if you decide then to go with the program and say, you know what, I want this program, I want to actually utilize it with your kids, you don't have to start all over again. So the same grades that they got, the same level that you already utilized, you're able to use again, and you don't have to start all over again. It just unlocks the rest of the lessons for that level. So I think that that is amazing. And the other thing is there's no limit to the free trial. So it's not like, oh, you have 30 days to use it or whatever the situation. You can take as long as you need to complete those 15 lessons. So the link for the free trial will be in the description, so definitely check it out. Now, I hope this video was informative. I hope you learned some new things about teaching textbooks as I did, and I hope that you'll give it a try. It's 15 free lessons. You don't have to pay a thing. So definitely check it out in my description and let me know what are some things, those of you who have teaching textbooks, what are some things that you have used in their features that you didn't know about? Like it took you a while and then you're like, I didn't know it could do that. All right, so until next time, bye y'all. Oh my gosh, those bugs are so loud.